Hi, everybody. I am not going to be visible. I am going to show you some things. And you may not even have been around when this happened 14 years ago, depending on your age or where you were. But this book is a reminder, and if you can see, it is a collage of the many, many faces of the people that we lost on 9/11. So, America remembers September 11th, 2001. Do you remember where you were at that time when the first plane hit the Twin Towers? Now, I took off the cover here, and this is a book. I never opened it and looked in to see this. Um, Bigger faces of all those, and a lot of them weren't even recovered. There were some notes and things that were found in the rubble, and just unbelievable. I remember where I was working at the vet clinic, and I was just starting surgery at that time. I know it was around 10 o'clock or 10:20 or something like that. Um, so I just started preparing for surgery, and once that was done, we turned on the TV, and we definitely saw what was going on. Um, in the morning of September 11th, the United States of America awoke to find itself under attack in the city of New York, and I live in New York, not the city, but New York. Hijacked commercial airliners were crashed into the World Trade Center less than 2 hours later. Both 110-story Twin Towers collapsed. This is a tribute. This is a tribute I'm making to those that have fallen, those that lost loved ones, or are affected by ones that were lost, anything like that. It was the deadliest day in American history, costing more lives than the attack on Pearl Harbor. Can you believe that? That is just something to absorb. More lives than the attack on Pearl Harbor. In the aftermath of this unimaginable tragedy, New Yorkers and all Americans have united, but there has never been something more horrific. The buildings were burning, shooting flames and black smoke, debris falling, as well as people. We did not know what was going on. We had no idea. These used to be the symbol. Do you know that in the Friends, the sitcom, the famous Friends, in the beginning, when they show scanning the Twin Towers, but no longer is that a sight. They were beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This guy was architect of the World Trade Center. Oh, crazy. I had never been. I had flown in a plane around them, but I had never been in them. Another beautiful sight, another beautiful picture. This book is amazing. In 1993, 6 people were killed and 1,000 injured when bombs were detonated in a parking garage beneath the center. leading to life sentences for 6 Islamic extremists, but the building held. That's interesting. I don't know if any of you knew about that, but I had either forgotten or I did not know that we had a prior attack. Now look at this. Did you know that the buildings weigh more than 1.5 million tons? Wow. Okay, so that's a lot to collapse. That's a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. But this is not. This is so scary. Unbelievable. And here we go. Uh, 5:45 a.m. These guys passed through security check-in in Portland, Maine, preparing to board a flight. They'll take them to Boston. And it counts down, or it counts up, I should say. The American Flight 11 has been hijacked at 8:35 after taking off from Boston. And then it shows the paths of destruction, how they came this way, around through, and then there. And then this one from Boston looped around, went down into here to New York City, as well as this one, the United Flight 175, as well from Boston. So you can see the paths. There's also the ones from Maryland and Virginia on certain paths. And then they went into the Pentagon, which was also very scary, very scary. They had a good plan. They had a very good plan. On fateful September 11th, 4 passenger jets departed within 42 minutes of another. 3 East Coast airports. 3. 1, 2, and then 3. The planes were transformed by hijackers into missiles, fuel-laden missiles, to pierce the Twin Towers, causing them to collapse. Another rammed into the Pentagon. In Washington, D.C., the 4th crashed into a field outside of Pittsburgh. So that is awful. And it does count down. It gives a timeline. I mean, here we are in a bunch of things here. Awful, just awful. So you can see this book is amazing. If the libraries have it, or you can get a hold of it, take a look at this book if you get a chance. My mom bought it, and I'm glad she did, because it's always a yearly reminder of what happened. Also, to let us know, we should always be on guard. We should always be watching and looking. Oh, just awful. So many things. Just so many people. So many people. Oh, that's an awful, awful picture. Firemen, firewomen, first responders, all kinds of walks of life, trying to get out, trying to help where they can. So many things. This one crashed into the Pentagon. What time was that one? And then what time was this? So 9:41, Flight 77 from Dulles Airport in Washington to LA with 64 people crashes into the Pentagon. At 9:50, then we hear this, the World Tower collapsing. So it's awful. It is just awful how things were piling up. All right, so I'm not going to take all your time today and go over all these horrific pictures, but put your day into perspective. Be thankful. Be thankful. Be respectful. Take a few minutes of silence for all those covered in dust, covered in debris. These people, what they went through. Even animals, even canine units, even just regular civilians off the street were trying to help. This is at 10:28. The North Tower of the World Trade Center collapses. I absolutely remember that on TV, watching that. They were, I believe it was CNN or one of those news stations. I was watching all of them. It happened live. I was watching it live. And then look how awful the New York Harbor and all of that. Just a plume of dust. Not even smoke, but the debris that it caused. Pollutants. So take your time, say some prayers. That doesn't even look like New York City. It looks like another country. Just awful. Thank every firefighter, every policeman, everything you come in contact with, and those that helped at Ground Zero. I'm not religious, but I do have faith. I do say prayers, and I do believe in positive messages. So what you put out there is what you'll get back. So just say some good prayers, good thoughts, and healing messages for those that are still battling illnesses or whatnot that were caused by that day, by that destruction. Yeah, this book is amazing, just amazing. So in remembrance of 9/11, September 2001. It didn't happen in 2000 like we thought it would. It happened in 2001. The attack on our nation. Check out this book from the library if it's available. It is super good. And try to have a good day. Talk to you soon, everybody.